Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sam. Thanks for joining. If you have been here before, well then welcome to the chaos, baby. I never look any type of way in my videos. Anywho, we're gonna hop right into today's video. Today I'm gonna be going over all my most used, most loved products of 2021. I know it is, hold please, January 16th when I'm filming this. Hopefully tonight I'll get this video up. I'm a little late, but I'm always late to the game for everything. If you've been on my channel, well, you know that I'm terrible at planning things. But anyway, I have things I think in every department for the most part. This is beauty products, by the way, in case you're new here. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. Let's go. All right, so my fat rolls are sticking over my pants. I gotta scoot these babies up, you know. Anyway, I look like a whole hot mess today. That's okay. It's all right. Everything is fine. I don't have any makeup on except for mascara today and a little tiny bit of brow stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna start with, I technically start with my brows first, or my eyeshadow for the most part. So we're gonna do brows first, okay? They're both by the same brand. I can't help it. When they make good stuff, they make good stuff. This is the Anastasia Beverly Beverly Hairs. That's what they're calling them now. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Brown Brow Powder Duo. That's what it looks like here. That's it there. You can see it's well loved. I mostly dip into this shade. It's the lighter shade of the two. And that's what I use to powder my brows because it's just easier. And if you know me, you know I'm a lazy girl, hence the no makeup today. But I also love all things beauty and all things makeup, so it's a balance. It's a balance I have to do. The second thing that I've been using a crap ton of is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I want to try their Brow Freeze next, but why am I so out of breath? I want to try their Brow Freeze next, but I don't waste products here on this channel, so or if I can help it. If it's something that's absolutely terrible, I won't use it. I was using the NYX, the glue, but I noticed it gave me like goopy, gluey. My fiance always pointed out why my eyebrows look like I had like cum in them. But anyway, and then also you can see the discoloration from it being on top of the powder, whereas I appreciate that this you can't see. I'm sure this is tinted as well inside, but you can't see it, so it doesn't look gross. And then I just kind of stopped using this when I got that. But I mean, this is not a bad product, but you do have to comb it through very thoroughly. But anyway, this one, clear one, for the win. Up next, we're gonna do eyeshadow. Hear me out. I have a couple eyeshadow palettes that I used pretty frequently throughout the year, but this one is fairly new to my collection. Not super new, but a couple months new, and it still made the cut because once I got it, it's literally all I used. I didn't touch anything else unless I was making a video. It's literally all I used, and that is the Nudie No. 2 palette. This is it here. It's by Lauralee Los Angeles. The camera literally does it no justice. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's everything my hopes and dreams are made of. I don't even know why I'm swatching because the camera just doesn't do it justice at all. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's delicious. It's delicious. Look at that. Oh my god. I'd just eat it if I could. Anyway, there's some of the shimmers there, but my favorite hands down palette I have used this year alone. I mean, let me show you the other ones that I dabbled in throughout the year that before I got a hold of this one that I actually used a shit ton of. And they're older palettes, but it's just what I kept reaching for. This is the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie for Hincation. It's an older palette, but as you can see, it's got the colors and the fun. So honorary mention, I'll mention that one. This one as well, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I use a ton. When I want a really good gold, this is the gold I reach for every time. If I want a good gold, That's the one. Those are honorary mentions. And then on top of the old Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee, I used this a crap ton too. But I've had this for a couple years now, but I did find myself in 2021 reaching for that one a lot as well. Like I said, I've fully replaced most of my shadow palettes with this on like just days that I'm just wearing makeup without a video. It's the best. It's great quality. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Up next, we're gonna hop into, I would usually start on my base now. So we're gonna hop into my primer. This is the only one. Yeah, this was my most reached for primer. It's the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. It's like a putty, not putty, it's like silicone-y. You can see it's very loved. Like puffy texture. I don't even think it's made with silicone, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but it's amazing, and I use it. I use it right through here to fill in my pores, and I usually go in with a hydrating primer around. I'll do honorary mentions throughout. These aren't things that I had like lined up to show you guys, but since I'm talking about it, I figure why not. For honorary mention, it is the Master Prime Primer Base Hydrate and Smooth. I wouldn't say like smooth. I don't know what it means by smooth. It means smooth out texture. That's not the case, but nothing can smooth out the texture on this base. There's craters all over it, but we're not going to talk about it. But I did like this for the perimeters of my face, or even all over my face, and then go in behind with the Tarte primer, just in this area here. I don't use the Tarte primer all over, but I have, you could live in my pores rent-free. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot happening here, so I have to fill them in to make my face look better. My face base. Drugs are bad, okay? Anyway, that is my primer with my honorary mention. Next, we're gonna go into foundation. And I have two mention. One is an honorary mention, but the other one is just like my main one that I've used for majority of 2021. The other one's kind of new to my, not super new, but kind of new, as in like the last couple months, 4 months or so. Up first is this is the one that I've been using the most. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Powder Foundation. As you can see, it is very much loved, very much appreciated. And this is in the shade 130 True Beige. I love this, especially over top this primer and for an easy, quick out the door. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy girl, don't get me wrong. I like doing a full glam, but I'm a lazy girl. Okay, I'm lazy. And this right here is for the win on that. My honorary mention is also a powder foundation. It's wild that I've been so into powder foundations. I've just been into like I like my skin showing through a little bit more natural skin showing through a little bit more. And I used to be like a full glam, full beat girl. Don't get me wrong, I still go there. But I've just been loving powder foundations. This is the Covergirl Clean Fresh foundation here. And this is in the shade 140 Light Pale. It says light pale, and as you can see, it's very much loved, but it is a little bit too tan for me. I would use this more when I have self-tanner on. But again, that requires effort, okay? But anyway, that's my honorary mention. I switched over to that when I was running low on this, and I was just like, let me try something else. But those two are my faves. I have no liquid foundation in my faves this year. Because I have previously mentioned my favorites before, and I'll link a video down below or in a card up here. Anyway, one of the two. But yeah, but those are my most used, most loved foundations. Up next, we're gonna do bronzer. Yeah, bronzer. I got a couple bronzers. I actually got a lot. We're gonna do like contour bronzer vibes, okay? For liquid, or cream, I should say, bronzer, it's this Wet n Wild. It's so used, I literally can't tell what it says anymore. It's Wet n Wild Makeup Stick, Contour Stick. This is it here. That's the shade there. That's it there. I use this a crap ton with my cream contour. It's what I've been loving. I do want to branch out and try the new not new, but it'll be new to me, the Charlotte Tilbury cream contour. I really want to give that a shot, but like I said, that's what I've been using for the last year. I've been really reaching for that. As far as Lumi bronzers, I know Lumi bronzers aren't for everybody. I love a good Lumi bronzer. I don't give a crap. I just do. You do you, boo. I do me, boo. But up first is Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Bronzer in the shade 110 Sunlit Glow. This is it here. And then that's it there. I'm trying to swatch some stuff for you guys. I mean, bronzers are really hard to swatch, but it's like the tiniest bit of Lumi. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, the case is breaking. I've used it so much. Sunlight Glow. So it gives you like a nice sun-kissed bronze. And then up next is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Lord, that was tough. This is the glowy one as well. This is the Brazilian Glow. It is also more Lumi. And that's it right there. This one right here. Again, just a little slight sheen to it. I love a good sheen bronzer to put over top where I contour. And it just makes me feel like I got a sun-kissed glow. And then up next for a more mattifying bronzer, more matte bronzer, I should say, not mattifying, matte bronzer, is also by Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is it here. Whoop. And it is the matte one, the like matte version of that last one I just showed you. It's so hard to swatch bronzers and blushes, but that's it right there. And this is in the shade Just Bronzer. So that's it there. I love that. It just goes on so smooth, not patchy, just phenomenal. It goes on phenomenal. Phenomenal. You're losing it. I did skip powders like a stupid. So we're gonna rewind. Okay, and we're gonna go back to powders, which I would do over my foundation, which I'm just realizing right now too. I also skipped concealer. So, you know what? Welcome to my channel. I'm a little bit of chaos. I'm a little bit of fun. I'm a little bit of sad. And I'm a little bit of, I don't know what rhymes with that. I was trying to rhyme, but it didn't. Anyway, moving on. This is my most reached for primer. I need to just give up. Just click out of the video now, y'all. Just click out. Okay, act natural. We're just gonna go all over the place at this point. This is just who I am. This is who I am. If you know me in real life, you know this is how you know this is how I am. Okay, so rewinding again, skipping the powders that I just said we were gonna talk about. We're gonna go back even further to concealer. This is my most used and most loved concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I used the very first concealer that came out by e.l.f. and it was just too, I hate the sharp tape. Tarte Shape Tape, not Sharp. That would be a terrible name. Now, if I come out with a concealer ever in my life, I want to name it Sharp. And there's nothing you can do about it. Or maybe like a bronzer, Sharp. That's disgusting. Just click out of the video. Stop following me. Just unsubscribe now, okay? Anyway, the Tarte Shape Tape is listen, I got old lady bags, okay? And they're from Walmart, all right? They're not Gucci. They're not Louis Vuitton. They're Walmart. Dollar General at best, you know what I mean? And things be creasing up in there, okay? This hydrating one over the matte one that reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape is a no for me, dog. Not for under my eyes. It's a no for me, dog. But this I love all over the face, and I love under my eyes especially because it's hydrating and delicious. All right, now going back to the powders. It's no question, everyone uses this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. As you can see, that is all I have left of it. So this will be in the empties very soon, and it's pretty depressing. So if anybody wants to send me some powder, message me, DM me, comment down below. I wouldn't be mad, okay? It's amazing, it's smoothing, it sinks into all my pores just the way I want it to. It doesn't have a white cast. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Also, this was in the shade 10 Fair Light. There's different shades of that, by the way. Okay. Y'all. Remember when we were talking about eyeshadow? I hopped right into eyeshadow and I skipped the eyeshadow base. It's because I suck at everything I do in life, and that's fine. But we're gonna rewind again. You know, this is like a roller coaster ride. You're welcome. Okay. But eyeshadow primer base, most reached for, most loved, is the P. Louise by Mitchell. Acid Rain Blank Canvas. This is in the shade, oh, I think the shade is Blank Canvas. Yeah, anyway, this right here, it's great. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. It's just the best. It cancels out all my redness. That's it right there. That's the shade. It cancels out all my redness, but also leaves a bright base for me to put on my colorful eyeshadow because I'm a color whore. But yeah, amazing. Love it. Love to see it. Now we're going to go into a face palette because I did talk about powders and I did talk about bronzers. So this qualifies as powder, bronzer, contour. So I'm not really sure what category this will go in, and it's also fairly new to my collection. Pretty new, but I'm putting it in this year's because I feel like it needs to be mentioned in case you guys haven't seen it, which you live under a rock if you haven't seen it, but also maybe this will motivate you to go get it to enjoy for the next year. So instead of me waiting until next year to mention it now so you guys will know. Okay, but I've mentioned it before in a lot of my videos. If you watch a lot of my videos, you know I use this, so you probably already know what I'm about to say, but this is the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension palette, face palette. This is it right here. I use this shade the most and then these two shades the most. But it's so versatile because it's got this very white powder and this very dark powder. So if you're deeper complected, you could probably mix this and this together to do your contour. If you're lighter complected, you could probably mix this and this together, or this and this together, or this and this together. I mean, it's just got so many variations for skin tones. So will I find myself reaching for some of these other colors? Now, are they kind of a waste? Yes and no, because I'm not reaching for them often. But I would say like majority of this section is what I'm reaching for because I'm a white ass bitch. But every so often I do reach into the darker colors and I just like tone it down with some of the lighter colors. It's very versatile. It's very makeup artist friendly. So if you're a makeup artist, this might be something you want. I love this stuff. I mean, it made the cut. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said what I said, you know? Back to highlighters. Although I don't think I talked about highlighters yet, but I was getting there and then I had to rewind 47 times. So here we go. Up first is my Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter in the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. This is it here. It's amazing. Look at that beautifulness right there. Right there. We're just gonna dab it on with my finger, 'cause I do what I want. That's it right there. Oh, Paige Corin got me out of this in the bronzer, by the way, many moons ago. Love it. I love it. Why did I push this over there when I was done with powders? Because this should have been talked about too. Y'all, just accept that we're not going in any particular order at this point, okay? Like, let's just be done. This got pushed over with the stuff I've already talked about, but I clearly did not talk about this. This is the Stay Matte Rimmel, and I could not just ignore it because this stuff is the best powder I've ever used on my face in my entire existence. So easy, so light, glides right on. There's no powder to be dust off. You just put it on, controls your oils. Fantastic, stay matte, perfect, wonderful, delicious. I would eat it for breakfast. You hear me? Back to highlighters. This is the Glaze Lit Kit by Laura Lee Los Angeles highlighter palette. Okay, so as you can see, I barely reach for these two, but I do use this as a blush topper, which I'm not talking about a blush, but this as a blush topper is, well, not there. Phenomenal, but it's also a pretty highlighter. But anyway, the two I reach for the most are Diamonds and Glow Gal, which are these two right here. Y'all, my hands are filthy. Hold please. Any hoosers, this is Diamonds. I'm out of spots to swatch. I'll just swatch on my finger. Fuck it. This is Diamonds and this is Glow Gal. Tell me those aren't delicious and everything you've ever wanted in your life. And super pigmented, especially to put on your finger. But look at that. You can't deny that that's a good highlighter. And if you're one of these people like, I don't want a highlighter that shines, I want it to look like it's glowing from within, then you do you, because I want that sometimes too. But like, don't tell me highlighter's out, because who doesn't want to look like they're glistening like a unicorn from the inside? Because I do. Okay. And then last but not least, this is mentioned probably in every favorites video of every year of every existence, because this is my favorite go-to highlighter in the whole entire world. And I will always use it. I use this all over my neck, my chest. I use it as my finishing highlighter. So like, let's say I finish my face. This is the highlighter I put on. This is the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated. This is a very old, very OG product. This is it here. It's loved. And yes, I use the brush every single time I use it. The brush that it comes with. Every single time. And look at that. If I'm traveling with a makeup item, this is usually the makeup item, unless it's like lipstick or something. But this is it. And I would just take it and I just rub it on in there, like so, like that. And then I now look like a unicorn threw up on my face, and that's fine. I'm good with it. I mean, of course it looks nuts right now because I have no makeup on, but like, it's a yes for me. Actually, I use this with no makeup all the time. I just put my mascara on this and I'm out the door. Done. Okay. Final products of the day are lips. And we got a good bit to talk about. We're going to start with Miss Laura Lee herself. This is the Laura Lee Los Angeles liquid lipstick in the shade Show Off. It's a matte liquid lipstick. Let me wipe this crap off so you can see what we're working with here. This is it here. Right there. Phenomenal wear, phenomenal feeling. It doesn't dry your lips out. You don't look like a puckered butthole by the time you've worn it all day. Because I do have some lipsticks that do that, and I still love them and wear them every day. Come on, eat. Anyway, I wear the fuck out of them lipsticks though, because I love the shade, but they be drying you out. You're looking parched, baby. You're looking parched. This does not do that, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Also, that shade is me. Perfect. Love it. Up next, we're going to do Her Bestie. Her Bestie. We're going to stick with the lipsticks. This is Her Bestie Manny MUA's Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Perfection. It's his perfect nude, and also, hear me out, it's my perfect nude. And I freaking love it. Y'all. Is that not beautiful? Ugh. Also, very comfortable. Also, look at this. Do you look at this fucking... This is the cutest packaging out of every single thing that I own. His stuff. Hands down, best packaging ever. That out of anything I've ever bought. His packaging. Up next is his Lunar Beauty lip gloss. It's just the clear lip gloss. I also have one that's like a light pinky color with some shimmer in it. I use that one all the time too. I don't know where it's at. I think it's in my bag because it goes with me everywhere. But also, look at this packaging. Mom, I'm not going to swatch it because, you know, I'll put it on my lips. It's just a clear lip gloss. It hydrates you. You feel delicious. There was this NYX lip gloss I used to wear all the time until I tried this. And now I can't wear that one no more because the smell bothers me, which never did before until I used this one, because the smell on these ones are amazing. And they're very nostalgic. And they're taking me back to makeup products when I was younger. And like just dabbling in makeup as like a middle schooler. Those smell like those. Are very nostalgic and I love it. I think his liquid lipsticks do too. This one's not as good as that one, but anyway, I can't use that NYX one no more because it's so sticky and gross, and I never realized how bad it was until I started using his lip gloss. Best lip gloss formula on the planet. Next up is the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Boho. I have another one in a different shade that I love to wear, but I can't find it right now, so we're just going to talk about this one. But it's the formula I'm talking about. Also the shade, but also the formula. The shade alone is already phenomenal. This is the lip gloss. Did I say liquid lipstick? I meant lip gloss. In the shade Boho. But anyway, very comfortable, easy out the door gloss that you can just kind of slap on and be done. You don't have to think twice about it. And then my last two are what I use as a duo. I never use them on their own because one's too light and one's just not my color that I like really care for. I mean, it is. I love this color, but like, you know. Anyway, the first one is this Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. This is it here. Right here. And this is in the shade Stay Exceptional. And that's it right here. So it's a little bit too pinky for me. So that's what I meant by my shade. Like, I love this color, but it's a little bit too pinky for me to just wear on my own. But I got this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. So like same line, but this is a liquid lipstick in the shade Loyalist. 05 Loyalist. You see how light it is? So by itself, it's too light on me and it like kind of washes me out. But I'm gonna put it right next to that shade. I put this one So like this will be the outside of my lips and this will be like the inner, and I'll like dot it out my finger. And those two shades together give you the poutiest lip ever, especially if you bronze right here and right here. Y'all, mint. And then last but not least is the KKW Beauty lip liner. This is it here. This is in the shade Nude 1. Hear me out. I don't like that this stick falls out constantly. So I will say the packaging on this blows, but I love the shade of this and I use it for a majority of my nudes. This is the shade here. So it looks like it would be too dark with all these, but when you blend it all together, this with all those lips are like amazing. Amazing. Even this down and then lip gloss, clear lip gloss over top. Beautiful combo. Love it. Excuse me. Love it. Anyway, so that's where we are there. Those are my favorite go-to products, beauty products of 2021. And I will very much be reaching for them just as much in 2022. Anyway, so I know this video was all over the place. I know this video was all over the place. I can't ever use my words. I can't ever talk. And I'm always scatterbrained and all over the place. But welcome to the life of me. Try being me, you know? It's tough, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you had a laugh. And I hope it made your day better. I also wore my cute little influencer shirt because I totally think I'm an influencer in my freaking dreams. It says influence. Can y'all see it? Anyway. You want none of this. Okay, I'm so cute. I'm such an influencer. I'm just kidding. I wish. I'm a dreams. But, yeah. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a good laugh. I hope you have the best year ever and you manifest all good things. Remember, tomorrow is a full moon. So make sure you do your moon rituals, people. Okay? Anyway, I love y'all and have the best night or day or week or whatever. And yeah, love y'all. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, wait. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe if you would. That would be great. Thank you very much. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to. I'm just kidding. Okay, bye guys.
I need to breathe. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel overwhelmed and I have a lot of anxiety right now and I don't know why.